Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem B'Kakwadash. I want to give double honor to the elder apostles of Great Millstone who rule well, and salutations of much love. The rest of you sincere Akim, pushing the word in truth and sincerity. This is the Cleric Azar coming at you with another lesson. I'm continuing my lot to bring you my ongoing series from excerpts of Hollywood, This Factory of Perverseness, another observation of predictive programming, how art imitates life and vice versa. Just a reminder, the purpose of my videos is to show correlations. Correlation is an observation of a mutual relationship or connection between two or more things. I use movies to extract or extrapolate a narrative. I'm not glorifying the Hollywood culture or life. I have a wide knowledge of films, whether they be foreign or domestic, and I just use them as an example to bring out those similarities and those correlations. To quote Cecil B. DeMille, the greatest source of material for motion pictures is the Bible. I call this lesson, Why Invite If You Intend to Fight? I'm not sure what part this is. It's in that particular series. And basically, this is a video that I have on display from a film I watched in my youth. Of course, being the truth, I reflected on this particular series. This movie was released on July 12, 1985. The title of it is Explorers, directed by Joe Dante. And I'm going to play out this particular scene. And I'm going to go from there and bring out some scriptures. Okay? Bear with me just a moment, please.
When we got here, just to get this close. Besides, we know what they do to people like us down there.
Let me just pause it real quick. Basically, these kids have just give you a quick synopsis here, Salakia, so you understand what's going on. These kids have basically been they created a spaceship and they went out into space because these signals were being sent to them, and these aliens had invited them to come out and basically learn from each other. And basically, the aliens are about to show them why they haven't made direct contact with the human race on the planet. Okay, and then this is the whole intention of my lesson. Bear with me just a moment here. Let me replay this scene here. See that? You people just like to blow things up, okay? And as they're showing you in those particular montage, in that collection of scenes, they were getting transmissions of old movies, and which kept the extraterrestrial populace at a distance. And these two aliens decided to go out there and let those humans know that they're aware of the violence that's depicted toward alien life, okay? And that's a basic agenda that Esau has put out there in his movies, all right, so that the once Yahushua returns in a giant spacecraft or flying saucer or a chariot, as the scriptures describe them as, then the populace of the world will be moved to fight, all right, to keep Esau in power, okay, because Yahushua is coming back to take that power from Esau, because he's the current ruler of this particular kingdom. As Job 9:24, the earth is given to the hand of the wicked, okay. But it's all about judgment, all right, and it is a righteous judgment, okay. And I'm going to bring out John chapter 7, verse 24. Okay, John chapter 7, verse 24 reads, "Judge not according to the appearance, but judge righteous judgment." Okay. So basically, we got to go by not by solely by what the so-called white man looks like, but actually what he's actually, what his track record is, and what he's actually done on the planet Earth. Okay, not only to the earth, but to the children of Israel, you blacks, Native Americans, and Latinos. Okay, and I'm going to go into the Apocrypha next here. Go into the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 13, and read all the way down from verse 6 all the way to verse 11. 2nd Esdras, chapter 13, verse 6, and it reads, "But I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain, and flew up upon it." Now it's that flying spacecraft, that flying saucer, which Yahushua is going to return in. Okay, verse 7, "But I would have seen the region or place where the hill was graven, and I could not." So how big this thing's going to be. It's going to encompass the whole entire atmosphere, so that if you're on the ground, you're not going to be able to see the sky. Verse 8, "And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet durst fight." You see that? And yet durst fight. It's going to bring it out again later on in this chapter. But as you can see in the montage or the collection of old movies that they're showing you in this movie Explorers, they're showing you how the aliens were looking at the transmissions of old films and seeing how the programming is that anything that were to arrive on planet Earth, you're to fight it. Okay, all right, not knowing that the angels of the Lord and the one we really call Jesus Christ, which is a black man, his name is Yahushua, is coming to reclaim this planet for his own and for his joint heirs, the elect. All right, verse 9, and reading on. "And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war. But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests." Now that's going to be the actual spacecrafts, or the IFOs, the chariots of the Lord, that are going to be raining fire and lightnings of beams of light and things of that sort, and like you're familiar with in certain films, but it's going to be even more extravagant. Okay, verse 11. "They were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude, which was prepared to fight." You see that? When you have to be prepared for something, you got to be getting things together. You got to be making plans and so forth, and setting things up so that you are prepared to do what you need to do. All right. All right, and read that again, "which was prepared to fight, and burned them up every one, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid." So the Lord is the man of war. Okay, he's coming to bring war, and specifically during World War III. All right, and of course after the Mark of the Beast has been established, but when World War III is basically already started, and the Battle of Armageddon started, that's when Yahushua is going to plan on making his return. But I'm going to end it on this. I always like to end my videos on a good note with some type of silver lining, and there is light at the end of the tunnel. So in other words, there is a happy ending, but it's a sad ending, a terrible ending, but a righteous ending, a justified ending for Esau. Isaiah chapter 14, verse 12, and we'll read all the way down to verse 20. Isaiah 14, verse 12 reads, "How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds." So you see that in his space programs, being that he wants to go out into the stars and the heavens and the galaxies in the universe and colonize out there, but he's not going to be able to, because he said it, he's going to do it, but he's not going to be able to. "I will be like the Most High." He's already done that through iconoclasm by painting the pictures, saying that he's looks like the Most High, but he doesn't. And when you read the scriptures, you'll see that the Most High, as well as his son, is a so-called black man with white woolly hair. Okay, verse 15. "Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee, and consider thee, saying, Is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms?" Okay, and that's what he's done with his philosophies all throughout the world, and his particular wars that he's done in certain battles and things of that sort, and how he's weaken the other nations by mind, body, and soul. Okay. Verse 17, that made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners. Mainly here in America, aka Babylon the Great, which is depicted in the scriptures. This is just one big prison camp. Verse 18, all the kings of the nations, even all of them, lie in glory, every one in his own house. But thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch, and as the remnant of those that are slain, thrust through with a sword, that go down to the stones of the pit, as a carcass trodden under feet. Thou shalt not be joined with them in burial, because thou hast destroyed thy land and slain thy people. The seed of evildoers shall never be renowned. Okay, so basically Esau's about to be brought down, and he's made these little programs about having to fight extraterrestrial life, because he knows exactly what is inside the ships and who's coming back to reclaim his planet. So he's just trying to hold on to his rulership. Okay, but his rulership's about to end. Okay. I just wanted to bring that out. This is one of the early Ethan Hawke films. A lot of you brothers probably know Ethan Hawke from Training Day. That's him in the picture right here. River Phoenix, he had died from a, he's the older brother of Joaquin Phoenix. And it was a, he died way back, I want to say, late 80s, early 90s. Oh, I think early 90s, yeah. Okay. Well, I just wanted to share that. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praise to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, who gives me the strength and the spirit to continue to strive and adore in these last days. Shalom to the hopeful elect, and on to the next video.